head, I don't want your throat. I don't want that shit. Matter of fact, I want your friend, I'm allowed to switch. Really tired of being in the stew, bro, I'm about to quit. Somebody call my A&R now, tell them get me out of here, cause I'm about.
Whoa, yeah. Let's have sex in the bank, telling her open a safe. I hate a privileged rapper who don't even know what it takes. The diamonds they hit like a rain.
One of the things about losing weight as a Black woman is the fact that people will look at you dead in your eye and criticize you for losing weight and being on your weight loss journey, especially if you are more of a thicker Black woman. I post my transformation a lot online to inspire women, and the comments that I get from people that are like, why did you change yourself? Oh my God, you look so good. The thing is, I was 200 pounds at 5'6". I was obese. Like, that was not healthy for me. But the fact that I was bottom heavy and I had a smaller top, physicality gets prioritized over general health and wellness in the Black community. And it's incredibly frustrating because you have a lot of women that are in the sunken place that swear just because you have a big butt, that supersedes health, right? For example, whenever I was that size, I was literally a hamburger away from my stomach pudging over and me not being able to wear crop tops and having to tuck my stomach in my leggings. That wasn't comfortable. And the fact that obesity, specifically with Black American women, is so rampant because of this idealistic, sexualized, version that people have of Black women with having to have these extremely enormous butts is so frustrating. So, yeah.
People love to tell me that the reason I've been slim all my life is because of genetics, and that obviously plays a huge role. However, I have noticed over the years that my eating habits are so different from most people. So I thought I would share 7 eating habits that keep me skinny. I won't be touching on working out because that's obviously so important for your overall health, but in my opinion, it doesn't make a huge difference because I have spent my college years, without working out a single day in my life, and I was still able to keep on my weight. And I know a lot of people who work out so much and struggle so much to keep their weight, okay? I've seen it with my boyfriend. I've talked about this 100 times. I really believe that abs are made in the kitchen. The first habit is that I eat very slowly. It takes around 20 minutes for your brain to realize that you are full. Most of you are eating in 5. That's obviously one of the reasons you are overeating. I eat very slowly and I make sure I chew my food very well. In group settings, I am always the last one to finish my plate. Always. And most of the times, I don't finish it because I end up realizing I am full. Second one is that I have an ingredients-only household. When I want something unhealthy, I have to get out of my way to get it. I won't eat unhealthy food just because I am bored. I never, ever have chips, cookies, any kind of snacks at home. Nothing. The only kind of snacks I have at home is fruit and yogurt. Just that. So when I'm hungry, I have to cook something. In this way, I won't eat just because I want to, just because I'm bored. But just to be clear, I don't deprive myself of anything. Okay, when I'm craving something, I'm gonna get it. I am just not going to eat it just because it's in the house, I have a great relationship with food. When I want something, I go and get it. This leads me to the next one, that is, I don't snack. I eat full balanced meals, and because of that, I don't feel the need of snacking all the time. The next one is that I don't eat just because the clock tells me to do so. If it's noon, I am not going to be like, oh, it's noon, lunchtime, time to eat. No. If I'm not hungry, I'll wait until 3. I'll wait until 4. I don't eat just because the clock tells me to. If I, for some reason, went out to a restaurant and had a very big lunch, a late big lunch, I won't have dinner because I don't need to. I am not hungry. I don't need to have dinner. I think you guys forget that our stomach is like a muscle, okay? Believe it or not, you can train your body to eat less. I have noticed this with my boyfriend. When we started dating, he used to eat mountains and mountains of food, and now he gets full pretty quickly. Yes, it was difficult in the beginning, but now his body is trained. Next one is that I fast mostly every morning. I personally don't wake up feeling hungry. And I have noticed that every time I start my day eating at 8 a.m., I am always hungry throughout the day. So I prefer to just just have my first meal when I am hungry. And that usually is just around lunchtime. The next one is very controversial because I've made a video about this and people went crazy. And that is that I don't treat my body as a trash can. If I am full, I stop eating. I stop eating and I put my food in a container and have it in the next day if the food is healthy. If not, if it's a dessert, it goes to the trash can. I don't care. If I am eating a chocolate mousse, I am not going to finish it if I am full, okay? I prefer to throw it away than to use my body as a trash can. And the last one that is very important, I don't live my life around food. You don't have to think about food all the time. You should have a life outside of food. I rarely think about it every single day because I have more important things in my life.
This is my toxic gym advice that's gonna get you whipped into shape and super motivated to like always be in the gym. Mind you, this is a little toxic, actually very toxic. So this advice might not be for everyone. Find that girl on Instagram that you literally wanna look like. Look at her body and you're just like, damn, like I wish I looked like that. Yeah, you're gonna make a folder and you're just gonna save a bunch of her photos. Honestly, just a bunch of photos of a bunch of different people that you wanna look like that you're like, damn, I wish I had their body. Anytime you don't feel like working out or like you're midway through your workout and you just want to walk out, you just whip out that saved folder and you just give it a really hard stare, really hard look at, because after that you're just going to want to work out for the next few hours. And if you're actually like really toxic and insane like me, you could just do a side-by-side comparison. Make a little collage of them versus you. And you can like really just let that sink in before your workout. Next, go to a gym that has really hot people at it. Whether or not it's hot guys or girls or both, like you're gonna benefit either way. If there's a bunch of hot guys, you're gonna be like, okay, cool, like gym crush. And that's gonna like be motivation, like subconscious, not even subconscious. This is like fully conscious motivation. You're gonna be like, oh, I hope Adam's there today. Literally my first time ever going to the gym, I started going 7 days a week because I wanted to see that guy. So embarrassing, but it works. And if there's a bunch of baddies there, a bunch of bad bitches there, it's gonna be the same thing with Instagram. You're gonna be like, damn, she's gonna like walk past, she's gonna have fat ass, and you're gonna be like, damn, I wish I looked like that. And that motivation is gonna get you an extra couple sets of hip thrusts in. Big believer in not restricting yourself and very much a believer in the 80-20 diet. If you're someone that if you have a pint of ice cream, you're gonna eat the whole thing in a sitting, or like a bag of chips, you're gonna eat the whole thing in one sitting. Don't allow yourself to have it in the house. When you go grocery shopping, don't allow yourself to buy junk food. Just don't at all keep it in your house, and then that way you'll probably be better at like keeping up with your diet. Lastly, David Goggins. Just listen to his shit right before a workout, or honestly, I use it as my alarm in the morning, as just like a little David Goggins clip. Just listen to that man, and then you'll be motivated pretty much instantly. Anyway, I hope this helped.
One of the things about losing weight as a black woman is that people will always criticize you for losing weight. And it makes no sense to me. I just don't understand it. People will prioritize a physique over actual health and wellness. For example, like I always share my transformation photos, my before and after. You'll be surprised about the amount of comments that I get. It's like, oh my gosh, girl, you look better before. You look so good. No, I did not. I was overweight and I was a cheeseburger away from my belly hanging over my pants. That is not cute, and that never was the goal. So if you're on your fitness journey, if you're on a weight loss journey, just make sure you prioritize your health and wellness and don't listen to these people. Keep going, because listen, it's crazy.
No one's coming. No one. No one's coming to push you. No one's coming to tell you to turn the TV off. No one's coming to tell you to get out the door and exercise. Nobody's coming to write the business plan for you. It's up to you. Unless you understand that you've got to parent yourself, you've got to push yourself, you're not going to make your dreams come true. You're just not. We're not wired that way. You weren't born that way. You weren't that way when you were growing up, and you're certainly not that way.
I don't care what anybody says, don't get fat. Literally, don't get fat. It's not healthy relationship weight. It's not body positivity. It's none of that. I don't care what you're trying to tell yourself. It's not muscle. It's like coming from a girl who did used to be big, so I can't say this, so don't get me canceled. It's better to be smaller and be able to move around and like how you look in clothes, because you do like how you look in pictures and clothes and everything better. It's just, I don't know. I just truly do believe that. Just don't get fat. That's the worst thing you can do to yourself. And it's so much more harder when you keep on gaining the weight rather than trying to lose it off. So, for example, when I used to crash out when I was big, it was like a crash out on top of a crash out when I was already pissed and upset, and then I found out my jeans didn't fit, like, or I couldn't get into my jeans. Like, bruh, I'm not gonna say that you're always gonna be happy when you're smaller, but when you're upset and you're mad, you put on your jeans and you're like, okay, wait, at least I fit into a size 0. Okay, I'm depressed, but at least I'm skinny. Like, but when you're depressed and you're big, it's like crash out on top of a crash out. Also, stop telling yourself it's genetics. Because yes, I'm not gonna lie and say, oh, it's not genetics. Sometimes it is genetics, but you don't know that I wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning and go work out, like get my workout in every single day. Like, it costs me hard work to look like how I am, because I already have a slower metabolism and everyone in my family is a little bit bigger. So it's like double the work for me. But I'm not gonna look at a girl and be like, it's genetics, they're just lucky. No, I hope nobody looks at me and thinks that it's, damn, I wish I was lucky. No, I'm not lucky, bruh. I'm so cooked. And it's all hard work. And it all takes hard work. It's like when you see a rich person, they got lucky. Yeah, they probably did get lucky, maybe, some people. But most people work very, very fucking hard for their money. Like, it's the same thing. Also, it's hard to be skinny, it's hard to be fat. Pick your hard.
You know, I hate to be the person that just keeps barking up the same tree, but it's really bothering me recently. Specifically since I started losing weight, it is bothering me so bad, okay? My first impressions are always ruined. Doesn't matter. If you're fat, if you're a fat person, if you're overweight, if you're plus size, whatever you want to call it, you guys always get mad at me for calling it fat, but whatever. Your life is just set up for you. It really is, because you no longer get a first impression. You don't. Because if you're fat, your first impression is that you're fat. You don't get to be funny, you don't get to be quirky, you don't get to be cute, you don't get to be anything. You don't get to be hot. You don't even get to be ugly. You're fat. That's just all you are. And anything else that comes after that is just an add-on, a bonus, because nobody cares. At the end of the day, nobody cares. Because if you're fat, nobody cares what you have to say. They can sit here all day, all night, all afternoon, and they can say that they care about you, blah, 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 but they don't. They don't. Because a first impression is everything. As much as a lot of people say, oh, like when I first met you, I thought you sucked and now I love you. Like, and that's great, you know? But when that's always the case, it sucks. It literally sucks ass. Because you don't get to be anything other than fat until you prove yourself otherwise. So being fat, you're constantly proving yourself. You're constantly proving that just because you're fat, you're not dumb, you're not rude, you're not stupid, and like automatically you don't get to be anything else. And it literally sucks. And nobody talks about it. And it pisses me off. Like my whole life. Literally my whole life. I don't get to choose, you know? I don't get to be the nice girl, like the nice funny girl. I don't get to be pretty first. I'll always be fat first. And it pisses me off.
I was always confident before I lost 50 pounds, but there's something about losing the weight that truly magnifies the confidence that you can freaking have. So I'm gonna tell you, if you're on your weight loss journey, understand that it only gets up from here. The beauty that you have, it only goes up from here, so do not, okay, count yourself out, okay? Have the confidence now and see how much it magnifies. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, the confidence that I have and the woman that I'm becoming is just so insanely amazing, and I'm so intrigued and excited to meet who I am gonna be even tomorrow. Like, I change every day and the confidence is just there. I love it. So if you're on your journey, literally get ready for change. Get ready for the freaking confidence.
Please, I'm going to say this in the nicest way possible. If you are overweight, the doctors have told you you're overweight, you struggle running up the stairs, you can't get yourself to the gym, stop promoting that it's good and everyone should be, oh my God, we need extra large plane seats for you. If you don't have a disability, then there's no reason for you to be that weight. Simple. You're making the younger generation think that it is okay to be that big when it's not. It is not healthy for your body. We're not meant to be big like that. I've said this before, we're not a trash can. We don't need to eat everything in sight. We don't even really need to eat 3 meals a day, but we do. I do. I love my food. I absolutely love my food, but I realized you only realize when you were in that hospital bed and the only thing that matters is your health, not your money, nothing. Only thing that matters is health. You realize, shit, I need to make a change. So I promise you now, if you are someone that is just eating constantly, you're getting really big, you have no mental health issues, you have no disability, stop it. Stop it. Your health comes first. Okay? I believe in you. You can do it. And all you need is discipline. I promise you, All you need is discipline, because you have got this. Train your mind. Tell your mind that you have got this, because you fucking do. Don't let anyone shame you for the way you look if you're trying to change. That's one thing I will say. Don't let anyone shame you.
Your body is the biggest silent flex you could ever carry around you casually. You can go anywhere. You can go to the Dollar Tree, you can go to the mall, you can go traveling, but if people see your body and your body looks your body looks good, you have a toned body, you're slim, everything fits you so well, people notice that. People do look. Literally is a physical representation of the discipline that you put in and day out. When you see a really ripped guy with a really jacked body and he just like walks like he works out, everyone knows he works out every single day. Every guy that looks at him, like let's say a fat guy were to look at a really fit, ripped guy, he would immediately think, oh man, I wish I had the discipline to go to the gym. I wish I looked like that. Because they know that being able to look like that requires work, it requires discipline. So if you want to get that body, that dream body of yours that you've always wanted, and you don't feel like putting in the work, all that work that you've been doing behind the scenes, it is showing. People can see it, especially if you know people who have seen you when you were heavier and now they see you when you're like smaller, weigh less. They know there was some sort of discipline involved. They just don't want to say it. Everyone notices. People do think, and it honestly, it boosts your confidence in a way that people don't want to admit, but it's so true. You definitely feel better. You feel better than some people. I'm not gonna lie.
Can we normalize Black women being into health and fitness, like for real? Not for the aesthetic, not for a big booty, not for thick thighs, but for literally our health and wellness. Lately, I've been seeing a lot of videos about Black women's health and fitness getting out of hand, and I'm not gonna hold you. They not lying. We not really in the gym like the other ones. And it's like we sacrifice our health to go lay on the table for a BBL or to get some type of work done, when all we have to do is do the work in the kitchen, take 30 minutes, 40 minutes out of our day to go to the gym to do a workout. And I know that life be life, and even for like single moms, people with 2 jobs, taking care of sick parents, I know life can happen. But God literally only gave you one body. And it's yours. It's your responsibility. Your mental health is your responsibility. Your physical health is your responsibility. Your emotional health is your responsibility. You have to prioritize yourself. And it's heartbreaking because so many issues can be solved with you taking 30 to 45 minutes out of your day to go for a walk, to do a high intensity workout, to do something that puts you first. Like, I've really seen it firsthand. People coming off blood pressure pills, people not having to take insulin shots anymore, all because they implemented health and fitness into their lifestyle. So like, this isn't meant to body shame anybody or to make you feel guilty about where you are. It's simply just to encourage and motivate you to get up and take control of you. I have a lot of issues in my body that I don't even talk about on here, but working out and eating healthy has helped me deal with some of the emotional and physical pain that I deal with on a daily basis. So I really want us to stop taking offense to what's being said and actually listen to the underlying message. We deserve a better quality of life, and that starts with you giving that to yourself.
I just got back from Europe, and I finally understand why all these Europeans call us like the fat Americans. One of the first things I realized when I got to Europe is the fact that over there the portion sizes are like actually normal, and so takeout containers really aren't even a thing there. Because when you get a meal, it is supposed to be the size that will fill you up by the end and not leave you feeling like overly full. Whereas every time I get a meal here, if I want to finish the whole thing, half the time after I like feel so disgusting or I have to take some home. And somehow I would get snacks over there, like some of the same snacks I would get in America, like Lay's and Doritos and all this stuff, and they had like less calories, less sugar, and less fat, and it tasted almost the exact same, and I just didn't even understand how that was like possible. But I even remember one night we were at dinner and my brother was ordering his meal, and the lady was like, oh, well, this is meant for 2 people. He was like, it's fine, like I'll eat it. She's like, are you sure? Like, this is a serving for 2 people. And he's like, yeah, that's fine, I'll eat it. And we get it, and he was like, this isn't even that big. And we told her, we're like, this is like a normal portion size in America for 1 person. Like, 1 person is expected to eat this. The fact that like for here this is like strongly suggested as a 2 people meal is like baffling. And I also like the way of eating over there better. I like getting up from the table and having a meal and not feeling like so gross after and so like sluggish. I like getting up and being like, you know what, I'm satisfied, I feel good, and I don't need anything else.
So I went to visit my grandmother for Mother's Day, and I haven't seen her in about 5 months since Christmas. In that 5 months, I've lost a lot of weight. I was actually pretty excited to see her because she always asks me when I'm gonna try and lose weight, and I was really excited to tell her that I have lost 90 pounds. And so of course the topic came up. She asked me if I was dieting. I said yes, and she said, well, how's that working out for you? And I said, well, actually, I've lost 90 pounds. This woman cannot hear for shit, but she does have perfect eyesight. And with those 2 eyeballs in her 88-year-old head, she looked me up and down and said, well, you don't look like you lost any weight at all, but congratulations. Thanks, Grandma. Mind you, this is the same woman that when I was about 7 or 8 years old told me that she used to really worry that I would never find a man to marry because I was so fat, but she decided that there's bound to be at least one man out there that would realize that having a fat wife is a good thing because I could never cheat on him. Man, that has stuck with me. I definitely talked about it in therapy today.
If you're struggling to lose weight, this video is for you because you've been made to feel like this is your fault, and I'm about to tell you why it's not. It comes down to the fact that obesity is a very resilient condition. What does resilient mean? Able to withstand or recover quickly from any condition. Oh yeah, obesity fights back. In other words, some of the methods that you're using to mobilize those energy stores and other to lose weight will actually trigger persistent adaptations that will in turn decrease energy expenditure and increase the drive to eat. I don't think y'all walking with me. I basically just said the more you deprive yourself in order to lose weight, the more your body will fight to make you sedentary and make you crave food to a level that you cannot even control. This is not rocket science. This is energy compensation. So when you go to somebody to help you with weight loss, they do this calculation where they find that if you lose weight in the perfect circumstance, over this amount of time, you're going to end up with X amount of pounds lost. And you're going to keep them off if you do the right thing. Wrong. The sad thing is that most people who lose weight will regain some, or if not most of it, and it's not your fault. You were not a failure. It's actually a predictable metabolic outcome. Don't let any weight loss trainer, any gym, anybody making any kind of program make you think that it's just this easy calculation that is determinant on your willpower. I'm not gonna lie, some of it is gonna come down to willpower, what you eat, how you move, and some of it is in your control. But when it's not, it's not. Because it is a well-known fact that only 20% of people who lose up to 10% of their weight will keep it off after a year. Ain't that concerning? I mean, it ain't just you. It's your hormones. It's your bodily adaptation. It's the stuff that goes on behind the scenes that are out of your control. But that's why they have all these weight loss medications. They have bariatric surgery. They have obesity medicine specialists, bariatric surgeons, nutritionists. You can have a whole team helping you lose weight. And it's needed. Please don't feel like obesity is something that you have to handle alone. It's complicated. Trust me, I'm board certified obesity medicine. I wouldn't lead you wrong. First, I wanted to tell you it's possible. You got this, and it's not your fault.
Do it sad, do it angry, do it heartbroken, do it miserable, do it excited, do it energized, do it happy, do it tired, do it confident, do it discouraged. Do it anyway.
One thing you notice once you start to really get in shape and your body looks good is that you being in shape is going to trigger a whole lot of insecurity and hate from random people that don't even know you, bro. Like, I post fitness content to my Instagram, and all the time there's dudes in my comment section saying stuff like, all that muscle, but I bet he can't fight. All that muscle ain't gonna stop a bullet. They built guns for niggas built like you. Like, bruh, what's up with y'all? I ain't even do nothing to you. I'm just showcasing my physique because I worked hard to get here, and you bringing over a whole bunch of negative energy into my comment section, bro, because you're insecure and you're projecting that onto me. I did nothing to you. Or another time, I went to McDonald's with a group of homies back when I was in college, right? And one of the homies was a heavy set dude. He was not in the gym at all, kind of just let himself go a little bit, right? This dude was all like, oh, you're coming to eat McDonald's, bro? I thought you were Mr. Health Guy. Like, you shouldn't be eating this. This is bad for you. You're above this kind of food, right? And I'm sitting here looking at him like, dog, I work out so that I'm able to eat this kind of bullshit whenever I feel like it. You, on the other hand, you're the one that shouldn't be eating McDonald's. Go pick up a fucking salad, bro. Go eat some like vegetables or some shit, nigga. Don't try to police my food because you're unhappy with the way that you look and you want to project that shit onto me, bro. Like, I can eat this. You're the one that shouldn't. I don't know why you're trying to police my diet, bro. It's straight insecurity from the individuals that wish they could look as good as you. That's all it really is.
And to the white guy that I just walked past outside the EOS on Gray Street, I heard what you said. You was on the phone and you looked at me and you said, man, this place is intimidating. And I just want you to know, you made my night because I was the only one out there. And then I look, you're right. You're right. I am a little bit intimidating.
Oh, did you need motivation to go to the gym today? Because, bitch, I got you. One, do you want to be the hot ex? Oh, you do want to be the hot ex. You know the one that got away? You know the one where they look at you and they're like, damn, I really fumbled that bag. Go to the gym. 2, summer, bikini season, beach season. Yeah, that's like 6 weeks away. Yeah, no, 6 weeks. 6 weeks. 3, do you get winded when you walk up a flight of stairs? Like you walk up a flight of stairs and you're like, yeah, that's not normal, babe. That's not good for your heart health. Number 4, your haters are preying on your downfall. They're preying on your downfall right now at this very moment. Do you really want them to win? Do you want to let your haters win? No? Then go to the fucking gym.
Don't get fat. Whatever you do in life, do not get fat. It's already enough things in life to worry about. Do not get fat. Now, I'm not saying you can't have like a little, fat is healthy. A healthy amount of fat. But a lot of y'all backs be huge. But I said this to say, I'm a reformed fat person. I grew up fat.
There are a bunch of silent flexes that people pick up on before you open your mouth, before you do a single thing. And it's important because every step of the way, people's brains are doing mental gymnastics, trying to figure out, do I like this person? Is this going to be someone I'm going to accept? So before you even open your mouth, there's scaffolding that exists there. And that scaffolding was shaped through their visual senses. So one of the biggest silent flexes you can have, and probably one of the most intimidating ones, is being in shape. I would say, especially for women, but for men, it's still even a bigger flex than wealth. I'd say it's harder to get in shape than it is to get rich. But from my experience, as someone that's always been in good shape, the only people confident enough to approach me and ask me out in person. Online, people have a lot of false confidence. Just like everybody in the comment section is always way more confident, and if they were in person, they wouldn't say any of that shit. But the only people confident enough to come up to me in person, athletes. And I'm not saying active athletes. I'm saying, sports were in their past, or they currently work out, or they are currently an athlete. And listen, I'm saying good-looking guys have a lot of confidence, but good-looking guys that aren't in shape still find going up to a very athletic, in-shape girl, they find that intimidating, and probably would choose someone that's a little less in shape. Someone that's in shape makes no excuses for themselves. They are very disciplined, they're very consistent. They show evidence of sustained effort through their diet and exercise. This is someone that shows and proves evidence of success before they've even opened their mouth. This is someone with a lot of self-respect. And this isn't to fat shame, and if this makes you upset, I am very sorry. But this is the reality of a silent indicator of success. And the thing I notice most among athletes is that they get along with each other. They understand each other's mindset. A lot of athletes are overachievers. There's obviously a dumb jock subset, but I'll be honest, every athlete that I ever dated worked very hard in the relationship for the relationship.
The reason why people are attracted to physically fit people is not because they're physically fit. I mean, that's a benefit, but it's really because you know that this person has the discipline, work ethic, and drive to get to this position and maintain it. And it's not average, unfortunately. Most people are overweight. When you see someone that's physically fit, you know that they work so hard. They have their priorities straight. It's very likely that they have other things in life that they're super passionate about and have a strong drive for, which is an extremely attractive trait and also pretty rare.
I feel like people might have this misconception of me that I love going to the gym because I'm always here. And I'm here to tell you right now, I do not love going to the gym. You can ask me right now what my favorite workout is. I'm gonna look at you, you're gonna look at me, we're gonna go and do our workouts, because I don't have one. The reason why I go to the gym is because navigating this world as a plus size, dark skinned woman is hard enough. I'm not trying to battle with my health. I'm not trying to fight about my looks. So I go to the gym so the world can be a little bit easier for me to navigate. That's the honest to God truth.
If you look like you work out, people are going to treat you different. Whether they realize it or not, they're going to respect you and treat you better. They subconsciously do it because they recognize it's not something that you bought or got handed to you. It was something you worked for. They admire your dedication and consistency. You have something they want, but they couldn't fathom ever putting in the time and effort to achieve it. Normally, nobody wants to be treated differently, but this time, you should be proud of it.
Don't ever get fat. This is the last video I'm gonna make on that. So when I say don't ever get fat, I'm not saying you have to be skinny, itty bitty, yellow polka dot bikini small. Not ever say that. When I say a healthy lifestyle, that means don't stuff your face 24/7. That means don't eat 6 servings. All that means is eat anything you want in this world in moderation. Start eating serving sizes. It's sad that in America, and I live in Texas, and y'all know that saying, everything is bigger in Texas. The serving sizes they give us is damn near for a family of 4, a family of 5. And I'll be the first one to say it. I used to indulge. Never gonna lie about that, baby. I indulged. And I had to learn, like, why am I getting bigger? What is going on? I'm realizing I'm eating too many serving sizes and not the actual serving size. That's all you gotta do, baby. Healthy lifestyle, eat in moderation. You can keep that on forever. Simple.
Do not get big. If you are small right now or a little bit medium, don't get large. It takes twice as much effort to get the weight off. Yes, it's a cute character arc and it's great for content. I would know my whole content is fitness, wellness, and health. But I'm trying to tell you, getting that weight on is so easy. You just be sitting around eating, just getting big, don't even notice. But getting it off takes forever and it takes max effort. I work out 7 days a week. Now, I could do this slower. I can go at a slower pace and gradually lose weight. But no, summer is here and I want the body of my fucking dreams. But my point is, if I would never got big in the first place, I would already halfway been there. Fitness is cute. Running is cute. It's so aesthetic. I know. But if you don't get big in the first place, you don't have to do it. This is your sign to not get big because it's so hard to get the weight off. I'm trying to tell you, it's so hard to get the weight off. You can do it, but it's hard.
If I wanted to lose 10 pounds right now, here are 10 foods that I would eat. Food number 1, egg whites. Number 2, Greek yogurt, faje 0% or 1% or even 2%, but probably 0%. Number 3, chicken breast. Number 4, shrimp. Number 5, cottage cheese. Number 6, apples, duh. 7, berries. Blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, we group them all together. Strawberries, okay? Number 8, spinach. 9, watermelon, so good. Number 10, grapefruit. Why did I just list all of those random foods? Well, they're protein sources that I really enjoy, and then some fruits and veggies that I really enjoy as well. They're also the leaner options, some lower calorie options as well, but really it's just what I enjoy eating, and it's very hard to overeat whole foods. And if you're trying to lose weight and genuinely truly keep it off for good, then you should be eating of course some whole foods, some foods that are good for you, but also the foods that you enjoy eating. Okay, because if I listed spinach, right, as I did, and you despise spinach and you're writing down, she says to eat spinach to lose weight, no, we're doing it the wrong way. What foods do you enjoy eating? What foods are high in protein, high in fiber, fruits, veggies, I don't care if it's fresh, I don't care if it's frozen, okay? Look at that.
Do you want to master fat loss? You need to understand this first. There's a big difference between losing weight and losing fat, and only one actually transforms your body. Weight loss just means the number on the scale is dropping. But that could be water, muscle, or even just waste. Fat loss means you're actually burning body fat, and that's what gives you a lean, defined look. Here are 4 tips to focus on fat loss, not just weight loss. 1. Eat in a slight calorie deficit, not extreme. Just enough to burn fat without losing muscle or wrecking your energy. Prioritize strength training. Lifting weights will not make you look like a man. It builds lean, toned muscle, and more muscle means you burn more fat at rest. Yes, you literally burn fat while chilling. 3. Hit your daily protein goal. Protein keeps you full, reduces cravings, and protects your muscle while you're losing fat. Aim to include a source of protein in every meal. Think eggs, chicken, tofu, Greek yogurt, protein shakes, whatever works for you. 4. Don't chase the scale. I cannot stress this enough. I used to obsess over the scale. It was all I looked at, and honestly, it just confused me and disappointed me. It didn't reflect the progress I was actually making. I track progress with photos, measurements, and how my clothes fit, and it's been a game changer. Focus on fat loss, not just weight loss, and you'll build a body that lasts. Follow for part 2.
If you cannot get up in the morning to work out, I have a major hack for you, and this is what I do to myself. This morning, I'm on my way to Pilates right now. My alarm went off and I did not want to get up. Same thing yesterday. I'm like, I'm tired. I have a 2-year-old. Like, I need to get my rest. Blah, blah, blah. Next thought that I made myself think, I literally put this thought in my head. I said, bitch, do you want to be tired or do you want to be fat? Do you want to be tired or do you want to have abs? Do you want to be tired or do you want to get rid of your cellulite? Do you want to be tired or do you want to have nice toned legs, juicy, firm, lifted glutes? Do you want to be tired or do you want a snatched jawline? Do you want to be tired or do you want to get those endorphins from exercising that make you feel so good? Do you want to be tired or do you want to have those slim tone, slender Pilates arms? The answer to this question is always the opposite of being tired. So after I do this in my head for about 1 minute, it just makes it very easy to get up, brush my teeth, get dressed, and go do what I need to do. So try this out and let me know if it works for you. And you need to share this to your friend too that also can't get up for her workouts, because what is she doing? Summer's here already.
I always get asked, how do you stay so long on the Stairmaster? Like, how do you clock 60 minutes on that machine? Girl, you think I started here? You think I started at an hour on this machine? Be for real. But I wanted to get really good at it, so I started adding 2 minutes to my time each time. 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Eventually I was clocking 60 minutes on this thing. Period. I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not gonna be good at this right away, but if you want it, and if you want the results, you have to be brave enough to be bad at something new. Try it. You'll never know. You never know.
I believe when people start to embark on a weight loss journey, you need to attack your bad habits first. Remember, you're sort of an addict, right? You are an addict. We all are. You don't want to see this journey as you attacking fat or you attacking obesity. You want to see this journey as you attacking this habit of addiction, your natural reflexes. And remember, most times people do not eradicate behaviors. You just have to modify them. And if you don't believe me, do you know anybody that used to smoke and then they don't smoke anymore, but they always are drinking something, always eating something like candy or caffeine? They don't necessarily have the smoking addiction, but the fixation, putting something to their lips, having something in their mouth. That's a habit that was formed from the addiction. You have an addiction to food. You also have a fixation issue. This is what I mean by attacking your addiction and the habits that you have built around that addiction before you see the weight loss portion of it. Does that make sense? Am I tripping? Let me know if we're on the right path, okay?
If you are just starting your fitness journey, I need you to listen to me. I lost 150 pounds, so listen to me, bitch. I lost 150 pounds, and this is the loose skin that I have. Do you want to listen to me or not? I don't care if your way of losing the weight is GLP, is getting a surgery, laying on the table. I don't care. To me, it doesn't matter which one of those things you do, because you still got to put in the work. So if you're on your fitness journey and you're still using these things to help you on your fitness journey, I need you to hear me and hear me clearly. You have to move your body. You have to move your body. You have to have high protein. You have to drink your water. You need to take a probiotic and you need to take your multivitamins and your vitamin D. It doesn't matter what GLP or surgery you get, because listen, at the end of the day, it's not just about losing the weight. It's not just about losing the fat. It's about shaping your body into the physique that you want it to be. It's about appreciating your body, feeling good in your body. And let's be honest, babe, you can't do it unless you move it. You can't do it unless you move it. I need you to stop looking at the next person wishing that's what you have when you could just do. You could just do. It's not going to be easy. Nobody said it's going to be easy. Guess what? Nothing is easy in life. Pick a hard. You gained all this weight probably due to trauma, and if you've always been a chubby person since birth, I'm sure that it was a really hard life for you to live. Let's be honest. Let's not be prideful in this moment right now, okay? I was a big girl. Like I said, I lost 150 pounds. Pick a hard at this point. You want to continue being in the space that you're in, or do you want to do the hard work, do the thing that's uncomfortable in this very moment? Because guess what? It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be hard. Everything is hard. Anything you do is hard. I'm sure even if you're overweight, let's get rid of the fitness thing right now. I'm sure there is one aspect of your life, one situation of your life where you had to do the hard thing. And did you do it? Did you do it? So why can't you do the hard thing for your body? Guess what? Eventually, it's gonna get easy. Not because it is easy, it just gets easier to do the hard thing. It just feels okay and comfortable. You get used to doing the hard thing. That's why consistency is important. That's why they preach consistency. Not because it gets easier, but because you will eventually wire your brain, wire your life to the point where you don't have any other choice. Your physical, your being doesn't feel like you have any other choice but to do that thing because you've been consistent. Pick a hard, babe. Move your body. Lift the weight. Lose the weight. Like I said, I lost 150 pounds. This is my loose skin. I'm breathing out. Do the hard thing.
I had a client tell me that she only eats 2 meals a day, but she still doesn't understand why she's not losing weight. If this is your story too, chances are one of 2 things are happening. Number 1, I would love to know what those 2 meals are. Chances are you're eating less food, but you're consuming a ton of calories. Just because something is advertised as healthy does not necessarily mean that it is. I've seen healthy bowls advertised at Panera Bread or Jason's Deli that were over 1,100 calories. Number 2, you're underfeeding your body and it's storing fat for survival. Because you've been undereating for so long, your body has adapted to starvation mode. So every time you eat, it stores your food as body fat for energy production. Remember, undereating is just as detrimental as overeating. The core issue here is your relationship with nutrition. And in order to start healing that relationship, you need to start understanding nutrition. Knowledge is power. And that's why I provide so much education in my one-on-one coaching. Because my number 1 goal as a coach is for all of my clients to create a long-term sustainable lifestyle change.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but baby, do not get big in your 30s, or do not go into your 30s big. If you know that you don't want to be big, like if you ain't comfortable big, don't go into your 30s big. I knew I wasn't comfortable big, yet somehow I just always ended up big. Like, I get skinny, I get big. I get skinny, I get big. I get skinny, 6 months later, I'm back big. It's like my body just want to be big. But I don't want to be big. I don't really like this right here. And the extra stuff, I don't really like all that extra stuff on me. I be wanting to feel fine. I am fine. But there's room for improvement. Okay, amen? So yeah, just, it's real hard to lose weight in your 30s. I have been eating in a calorie deficit. I done had a couple of slip ups here and there. Life be life, and it be a lot of stress and stuff going on. But for the most part, like, I've only lost 8 pounds, and it's been 5 weeks maybe. It's unacceptable. Like, it's unacceptable. Me in my 20s, I would have been lost about 20 pounds by now. Why is this like this? Anyway, don't be big in your 30s.
Okay, girlies, let's keep it G. Let's keep it 100. Skinny Talk absolutely changed my life. It transformed my life. So this is me. This is actually me in 2023. So this was 2 years ago. I'm 5'2". I was 168 pounds here, dealing with a lot of long C-word, symptoms. I was so inflamed after I had gotten the VA Xaroo, my health issues exploded. I developed a chronic migraine condition. I could barely walk. I could barely literally get through the day. I was so dizzy, feel like I'm rocking on a boat all the time. Granted, I still have chronic migraine. I just was a disaster. It was a mess. And I think I also had weight blindness because I've always loved to dress up like the girlies do. I've always tried to take care of myself as best as I could and be fashionable, but really feeling just out of place in my body and just really sick. So I ended up trying a GLP for about 5 months. I actually got pregnant, so I had to come off of it, but also the side effects got really scary. People were losing their vision. I was like, fuck this, no, I'm out. Granted, if you're on one, it's an amazing kickstart, but knowing I could never use one again, I literally was forced to get my shit together. So I fucking found Skinny Talk. I got myself a coach. I paid her literally $3,000. I started walking every fucking day. I walk 20,000 steps a day, people. It is my favorite thing to do. I eat in a calorie deficit. I track what I eat. I still enjoy myself. There's weekends where I go off the plan, but I am fucking accountable. And that's what Skinny Talk taught me. It taught me discipline. It taught me lower cal swaps. It taught me just to take some fucking personal accountability. And this is my body now. I am 5'2". Look at this. I am 37 years old. Like, what? So this just goes to show you, especially if you're a woman over 35. I had a miscarriage this year. We're trying to conceive. Like, you absolutely don't need to roll over and die. Get on Skinny Talk, learn, develop some discipline, eat in a calorie deficit, start tracking. And by tracking, I mean like bites, licks, like when you're like, oh, I don't even eat that much. I guarantee you you do. Start getting healthier swaps in your house. Get some fucking fruit. Get some cottage cheese. Get some Greek yogurt. Start eating higher protein. These are literally the basics, and it is okay if you want to lose weight. Like, it's okay if you want to feel better in your fucking skin. I'm so sick of people telling you like, oh, you know, you're fine. Like, it doesn't matter. It matters how you fucking feel. And whatever number that is for you. And now when I take pictures, I don't have to hide. I can't even believe this is my fucking body. I look better at 37. Now I am ripped. These are my arms from walking. I don't do anything but walk. Granted, I do like 10 push-ups a day here and there, and I've done yoga like 3 times. So yes, you can do it too. If you are on the journey, stay motivated. These are the kind of videos that motivated me. Like, it's painful to look at these photos, but God, I know I needed them on here because that's what kept me going.
My name's Caitlin. I've lost almost 100 pounds. Naturally, baby. No shots, no nothing like that. I'm going to give you some tips. I'm not sure how many. I'll number them as I go, though. How to lose weight. And I'm going to talk to you how I would talk to the old version of me. I am the kind of like tough love, like I love real hard type of girl, so don't take it the wrong way. It's just like the truth be hurting, and I'm trying to better you. I'm trying to help you better yourself. Let's go. Let's get into it. Number 1, why are you drinking anything other than water? Ever. If you're on a weight loss journey. If you are overweight and you are trying to lose weight, you don't need to be drinking nothing but water. Quit ordering these macchiato, frappiato, pumpkin spice. No. Water. Put an electrolyte pack in it once a day. You've got to get water. You've got to get hydrated. Number 2, something that really helped me. When you know the education behind something, the education behind what's happening in your body chemically, biologically, when you're trying to lose weight, what your muscles are doing, what your digestive system's doing, what are calories, what are carbs, what are fats, what is protein. I'm sorry, I just got tickled at myself. What is protein? It helped me a whole lot to know those things, because once you know, you're like, oh, my body is actually a machine. I need to treat it as such. I need to treat it like my car. I need to make sure the oil's changed. We've got windshield wiper fluid, like good tires. Like, you need to know what's going on in your body so that you can do the things to make sure that your body is moving the way it's supposed to be, working the way it's supposed to be. And this is just going to help your mentality too when you're starting this journey. You need to be living it, breathing it, eating it up. Read some books about it. Get on a podcast about it. Now, yesterday. Get educated. Next thing, cardio. Any kind of cardio. It does not matter. You have to do it one way or the other. It doesn't matter if you're walking, running, whatever. Get out, get your heart rate up every single day. Every single day. Every single day. If you're trying to cut some pounds and burn some extra calories, you need to do cardio until further notice, until you see a visibility in that scale. Obviously, listen to your body and trust yourself. It doesn't matter what kind. It don't matter if the incline's on the... It don't matter. I feel like people make it way too complicated. If all you can do is jump rope, I keep a jump rope in my bag. If all you can do today is jump rope for 10 minutes, try your best at jumping rope for 10 minutes, then that is good. Do that. Any kind of cardio is good. If you want to cut the music up and dance your ass off for 20 minutes, that is great. Do whatever feels good to you. Make it fun, because you're going to have to start liking it. I think this will be number 4, maybe number 5. But the last things I'll say is processed foods have got to go. Processed foods have got to go. don't start no diet, just cut out processed foods. If it comes wrapped up in plastic, if it's in the aisle sections of the grocery store, you shouldn't be eating it. If it's not fresh, gonna go bad in a few days, just quit eating it. Eat your protein, eat some vegetables, eat some good whole foods. And for snacks, you want to lean into the berries. Get you some berries. I got some berries on me right now. This is your new candy. Berries, that's strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, baby. There are so many berries. Another good thing is carrots. I've also got these on me. You're not gonna like it in the beginning. I don't give a shit if you like it or not. I didn't like it either. But what you're gonna realize is you're gonna start to feel so good in your body that you're not even gonna crave the nasty things anymore. The nasty, disgusting things that are giving you cancer and making you obese. You're not even gonna want them anymore. And this is just gonna be your go-to. Like, I crave my carrots. It's been a couple of days I haven't had my carrots. I'm like, I really want to carry it. It's weird. I don't know. But I hope that helps you. If y'all like this, I can probably think of some more of them. But just let me know. Love you. Bye!
If I wanted to lose weight, this is what I would eat. Some of y'all keep saying, but I eat healthy. Why am I not losing weight? Baby, because eating healthy and eating for fat loss are not the same thing. You can eat all the salads, smoothies, and avocado toast you want, but if you're still overeating, the scale does not care. A handful of trail mix, cool, but that's 500 calories before you've been blinked. Eating for fat loss means being intentional, knowing how much you're eating, making protein a priority, and actually being in a calorie deficit. So no, it's not your metabolism, it's not your age, it's not that one cupcake. The problem is you're eating healthy but not eating smart, and until you make that shift, the results you want are always going to feel out of reach.
When I'm down bad in the gym, and I mean like astronomically down bad, like I'm suffering, there's something that I've begun telling myself that sparks a fire within me that lets me keep going. And the first time I thought of this, I actually almost started tearing up. Whenever I want to give up, I'm on the verge of giving up, I will picture my future self, I envision her, and I say to her, as my current self, I am doing this for you. I am your knight in shining armor, bitch, okay? My suffering is for your happiness, for your confidence, for your health. I do this for you. Everything I do is for you. And then I finish that damn set.
Let me say this right now. If you are smaller right now, do not get big. Do not gain weight or a significant amount of weight. Gaining weight is normal as our bodies change and we get older. Hormonal changes, if you have kids, this, that, and the third. But if it's from like poor diet, do not gain no significant amount of weight. Trust me, it's not worth it. For reference, this is how big I used to be. I was about 17, maybe 18 in that clip. And that is a recent clip of me. Granted, the shape is still shaping. It depends on how you gain weight. I gain weight, it goes to my thighs, my butt. It stopped a little at the arm, and it stopped a little bit along the way on the stomach too. But I gained a significant amount of weight. I'm not gonna say the number, but just know I gained a significant amount of weight. And I just want to say it's not worth it, bro. Trust me. For everybody, it's different, but for me, it's kind of just like a depressing feeling, like seeing how you used to be and seeing how you are now. It's like, ooh, it's a big difference. And I know a lot of people be like, oh, I got treated better and this is that and the third. I never was a person that really got hit on a lot, so that stayed the same. But it's just how I view myself. Like, the body I'm in now, it's like, I don't know this person. And I know you're gonna say, get your big ass up and go to the gym. Go on a walk. Do a calorie deficit. I hear you. I know. That's the logical explanation. I know, I understand. You ain't gotta tell me, I understand. But even just that 17-year-old girl, I did not have to worry about what I ate. I could eat out multiple times a week, this, that, and the third, and it wouldn't stick. Like, it'd be cool. Like, now, just even having, okay, how many calories is this? Oh, okay, no, is it worth the calories? Which, you are supposed to eat better, but it's just like, that in itself is just like, bruh, I can't really enjoy a meal. I'm still gonna eat, but I can't enjoy a meal without having that in the back of my head. Even though I'm still eat it, it's in the back of my head, like, damn. Or that guilt I feel after eating. It's like, bro, it shouldn't be like that. So take it from me, just don't gain no significant amount of weight. If you do, try to work it off. Don't do. You will get treated better when you're smaller. But just don't do it, bro. Not even for other people. Not even so men could treat you better, women could treat you better. Just so you could feel better about yourself. Now, this is not for the people. Because I don't want y'all in my comments talking about some, oh, well, I'm big and I feel... Okay, bitch, it's not for you. It's not for you. But for the people that's gain weight, you know the feeling I'm talking about. You look in the mirror and it's like, who am I looking at right now? This can't be me. Don't get any bigger, at least. If you ain't gonna lose weight, don't get no bigger. Okay? It's just... It's not it, bro. It's not it.
Y'all, so sometimes I think we underestimate the power of walking. So I've been trying to lose weight now for the past 6 years. So I've tried group fitness classes, personal trainers, nutritionists, you name it, I've tried it. And this year in February, I decided that I wanted to start walking and walking only. And I have lost 40 pounds. I went from 221.8 pounds to 181.4 pounds in a matter of 4 months. And all I did was walk. I walked for 3 miles the first month, 4 miles the second month, 5 miles the third month, and now I'm up to 6 miles a day for the 4th month. And y'all, that's all I did. I didn't have to do anything extra. I didn't have to lift any weights, and the weight literally melted off.
Here are the top 5 reasons you're not dropping fat, and I want you to listen all the way up, sis, and start to make these changes so you can get to these goals and results that you so desperately want, and I want for you. Let's get it. And all of us want that fat loss and that lean muscle mass. I'm going to give you the game on why it's not happening for you and how you can change that. Listen up. And number 1 is most people's downfall. You're only kind of consistent, only halfway locked in. You only track your food and your consumption here and there. You only have a little bit of this and a little bit of that. You gotta lock in, sis. If you truly want those results, you gotta stop half-assing. Listen, the work you put in is what you're gonna get out, and that's just what it is. You can't cheat this journey, no matter how you put it. No matter what you think you can do to drop this body fat or lose this weight, it's gonna come back unless you truly lock in. And it's not forever. You don't have to lock in forever, but you need a good period of sacrifice of locked in, like a good 3 to 6 months of doing all the things, logging your food, hitting heavy weights, training till failure, all the things. Half-ass effort gives half-ass results. I gotta keep it real with you, sis. Number 2, you are truly underestimating how much you eat. I know you think you only eat 1 time a day, but that one meal is probably upwards of 4,000 to 5,000 calories. Even if you don't think it is, it probably is, including all the sauces, the drink you had with it, the cheese you added to it. All these things add up, sis. It can easily put you in a caloric surplus, which is not gonna get that body fat down. You're only gonna be gaining and maintaining. It's time to get honest with yourself if you truly want fat loss. Every little snack, every little nibble at your desk, every little late night hype, all those things add up. Most people just genuinely eat more than they think or what they would like to admit. And this is digging you out of that deficit that you thought you were in. That's just what it is. Number 3, you cut entirely too hard and you binge even harder. I want you to find what the calories are that you are eating right now. From there, you take about a good 300 to 500 calories down. That way, you're not cutting extremely, but you're bringing it down to get that scale and that body fat moving. From there, you can continuously see how that works and rinse, repeat, or take it down a little bit more. So many times I have women clients come to me and tell me, you know, I'm not eating that much or whatever it is, but trust me, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. If the body fat is not moving, if the scale is not moving, you are likely still eating too much for your calorie deficit. That's just what it is. You got to get to a point where you can have the things that you enjoy within your macros, making sure you're hitting protein goals, but you still get to have this because you still have calories left, or something of that nature. Like, you can't just be surplusing every day and expecting to drop body fat. That's not going to work. The harder you try to cut instead of just keeping the food simple and the same, the more it leads to your binging, which leads to gaining and maintaining and not dropping body fat or losing weight. And number 4, another one that's very common for most people, you expect overnight results and you quit too soon. Listen, it didn't take you all this time to get to 50+% of body fat or get to 200+, 300+ pounds. It's going to take time, but you put the days, you stack the days, day in and day out. You do all the things, and I can promise you those results will start to come, and the results is going to keep you consistent. But if you quit, nothing comes. And number 5, you're not actually changing your habits. Listen, you have to change the things that you do daily. Maybe you can't always go out to eat. Maybe you can't always have a drink. You can't always hang with your friends if that leads to eating and drinking. Listen, I'm trying to tell you from experience. This is not just happenstance or things I'm thinking about. These are things that I've lived through, that I've been through. I've been nearly 300 pounds, 85, 90% of my life. I'm telling you from experience. The fat loss sticks when your habits actually fit. You got to start changing your lifestyle so it fits into who you are and to who you want to become. I want to encourage you, sis, to start to make these subtle changes and watch the results start to come to you a lot faster.
Ladies, you can do all the fucking arm exercises, combo exercises that you want to fucking do in the gym, but that ain't going to do shit for your bingo wings. It's not going to do shit for your arm fat. And I know for a lot of women, because we work with thousands of women over the years, that arms are the biggest insecurity. You guys can keep wasting your time doing all the exercise, all the fun things, but I'm gonna show you guys the basics that you should be doing, and they're not fun, they're actually boring. Shoulder press, of course, this is gonna work your shoulders and your arms. Bench press for the titties and the triceps. It's a great compound movement. And some lateral raises, because we need them to have some sexy shoulders, because obviously shoulders are connected to the arm, so we don't want to neglect. Then we have some tricep extensions to isolate the tricep, because like I said, you can do all the little bullshit moves that you want to do, but you need to be doing some proper compound movements for your upper body and some proper isolation